Once you've had a chance to test our software and you think it's a good fit for your business, you can upgrade your account. So when you're on a test account, you'll have some watermarks on your reports that say something along the lines of created with a trial version. As soon as you upgrade, these watermarks get removed. So that's essentially the reason why you'll want to upgrade. But until then, you can do anything you want in terms of testing the software. It's just that you can't really issue the reports. Now, when it's time to upgrade, once you're happy that the software is a good fit, then there are a couple of things to bear in mind. So first of all, you'll want to make sure that the number of user licenses assigned to your users are correct. So to do this, head over to the users page and you'll see any users that you have listed here. Now, what you pay for within our system is the mobile licenses. So you'll just want to make sure that you are quite sparing with who actually has access to the mobile app. You don't want to give unnecessary access to somebody because that's going to affect the price. So before you do upgrade, make sure you go into the relevant users who don't need mobile access, untick the mobile access and save that record. That's going to reduce the cost when it comes time to head over to the billing page. What happens when you go over to the billing page is that it will total up all of these mobile licenses and figure out how much your monthly bill should be. It's worth noting that dashboard and admin access don't require a subscription cost, so you can have users with those levels of access and it doesn't incur an extra charge. So just bear that in mind when you are going through this exercise. You can have back office staff at no extra cost. So once you've had a chance to go through and review this and making sure that only the relevant people have mobile access, then you can head over to the billing page. Before I do that, I'll just mention as well, if you have maybe part-time users who don't require a full-time mobile license, you can also move the mobile licenses around to keep the cost down. So if they're never going to be on site at the same time, you could take the license from person A, give it to person B that day and swap it back when they need it. So just another thing to bear in mind before you do upgrade. Now I'm going to head over to the billing page. So as you can see here, the billing page has totaled up the mobile licenses to figure out how much you should be paying every month. Now, once you're happy with this, you can upgrade to a paid plan using this button here. Alternatively, if you're not the one who manages the finances yourself, maybe if you're in a bigger company, you can send the payment link to your finance person and they can upgrade. So just copy the billing link, send it to that person, and they can do it from that. But if you are the one who's going to upgrade personally, you want to tap this button here. This is going to take you to your payment page. So you need to decide what payment method you'd like to use. And you can see here, you just want to check that this is correct. This payment method is kind of important too. I would say cards are less good because they can expire. Direct debits tend to be a bit more stable, of course. So I would go to direct debit if you can. If not, card is the fallback choice. Now, for some types of companies, we do also offer an invoice payment method. If you fit the criteria for that, then we'd be happy to offer that. But you have to get in touch with our support team to see if that is the case, because there are some strict criteria that we like to follow. We don't just do that for anyone. So if you are interested in that, please get in touch. Otherwise, fill in the form and put in your email address. This is important too, because any of the billing information will be sent to that email address. So if it's not going to be you who handles the invoicing, I would suggest putting the invoice of the person who is responsible for that in here, just to make sure you're not missing out on anything. Once you pay and subscribe, then you'll go on to the monthly rolling subscription, which you can pause or cancel anytime. The payment will come out immediately for the first payment, unless you have a free trial offer, in which case you will see the trial offer on the left hand side here. So it would say maybe you've got a 30-day free trial or something like that. And that's often something that we set up when we first set up your account. If you upgrade within a certain amount of time, then you automatically get like the first 30 days free or something like that. So if that's the case, then you wouldn't pay anything immediately. You'd pay in 30 days time in that example I've just given you. So that's how you upgrade, and remember, you can cancel or pause your account at any time. You're not locked in for any long periods unless it says so on the form at the time when you upgrade, but that generally isn't the case. With our subscriptions, you are just on a monthly rolling subscription. So just to summarize, you can upgrade at any time from the billing page. Make sure that you go into the users page first and just make sure you're sparing with those mobile licenses first. Then when you go to upgrade, I would suggest using direct debit if possible. If not, you can use the card payment. If neither is suitable and you need an invoice payment method, please get in touch with our support team, although we don't offer this to everyone, like I say. And lastly, what happens when you upgrade is the watermarks will get removed from your reports and you can start issuing them. We'll also make an introduction to our cover page designer, so you can get a custom cover page designed for your reports if you haven't already. And the other thing is we'll offer a report review for your first reports, just to make sure that they are correct before you issue them, if you want to take advantage of that service. If you have any other questions about upgrading your account, please get in touch. But we're thrilled that you want to join us. I hope this software saves you lots of time, and we can't wait to have you as part of our community.